The tush push, the brotherly shove, the cheek sneak, whatever you want to call it, is clear that it's become quite the controversial play to old heads thanks to the Eagles perfecting the craft. The tush push debuted in the 2022 season, but the original QB sneak has been around since the dawn of American football, especially back then when throwing 20 yards down the field was like a revolutionary feat. It's just now Rue Gurus want to get their panties in a twist since the Eagles run their tush push so well. In fact, Fox Rules analyst Dean Blandino had this L-ass take stating the following. It amounts to a rugby scrum, Fox Rules analyst Dean Blandino said in February. The NFL wants to showcase the athleticism and skill of our athletes. This is just not a skillful play. This is just a tactic that is not an aesthetically pleasing play. And I think the competition community is gonna have to take a look at it. What? Aesthetically pleasing? Really? What, we should ban the QB kneel next? That don't look very aesthetically pleasing to me. Come on, run a play, fellas. Bet y'all won't, pussy. It amounts to a rugby scrum. Like, guys, come on, it's not that serious. It's just another version of the QB sneak that they happen to run better than anyone else in the NFL. At that point, just ban the QB sneak entirely. And these be the same people, too, that say they miss the good old days of football, where hard hits were allowed and CTE was so common. Oh, but a play named the cheek sneak is where we draw the line? That does put the QB at risk, after all. We already flagged the defense for as much as giving the QB a kiss on a play, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, the tush push. Quite a difficult play to replicate. Many teams have tried yet failed to replicate the complex collapsing of bodies, which is exactly why I think the tush push should not be banned. Now, I'm not an Eagles fan, I don't care about any Eagles fans, but if you're a true gridiron lover such as myself, then you'd agree that there's nothing wrong with this physical, complex, and intellectual move. I don't know who Roger Goodell is trying to please by saying he wants to ban it, but come on, Commissioner, you can't possibly walk into an L like this. Banning the tush push opens the door up for so many more possibilities of banning. Simply banning it because a team is good at it is quite goofy if you ask me. Maybe I'm getting a little political here, but it's just not the move. Pro defense, pro offense, whatever your NFL political party is, saying that the tush push is not a football play is pure bogus because it's literally the most football play there is. Other teams can't seem to stop it? Womp womp, tackle better. May I remind you that the play actually got stopped once and even resulted in a turnover? It is possible, guys. Y'all just gotta figure it out. It's nothing special. It's just a QB sneak with more people, pushing? Let's go over the criticism, shall we? It's not a football play. It's a rugby play. Hate to burst your bubbles, ladies and gents, but like I said, it's the most football-looking play there probably is. This is how football looks all the time to 90% of shawties I talk to. I kid y'all not. And so what if it looks a little like rugby? Like, who cares? Why don't you go watch how they stop the play in rugby then, if you're so eager to get to the bottom of it? Maybe that could get you promoted, Jack Del Rio. Go study some rugby, fella. Nah, but for real, I don't understand the argument. It's a QB sneak, guys. Come on. Player safety concerns. This won't make sense until you realize nobody has sustained an injury yet when it comes to the tush push. Only from teams that did it incorrectly, like the Giants. But come on, it's the Giants. Can we really trust them to complete a tush push? Okay, but for real, that sucks. But it's just failed execution, not the play call itself. I mean, guys, it happens for literally every other play. If it was that bad, Jason Kelce would be out every week. But nah, homie's still going. He's fine, bro. We're cool. We're chilling. It takes no skill. The fact that no other team has been able to reproduce the play to the same success proves that there are pretty complex mechanics that go into a successful cheek sneak. For example, it requires immense straight up front from the center and guard spots, nuance from the tackles to pick up edge rushers trying to reach the pile, a quarterback willing to not just sacrifice his body, but someone with the acceleration to hit the pile as quickly as possible. Guys, have y'all seen Jalen Hurts squatting 600 pounds? Like, dude, that's no joke. That's why they always are able to complete it, because he's got a quarterback that can do it, and all the edge rushers and, you know, the offensive linemen, they got it, bro. They got it down. Like, that's why it's works so well. It's boring. Cannot be worse than watching the Bears on primetime. Okay, I'll really stop making fun of the Bears. The QB kneel is boring. The punt is boring. Oh my, is he punting to the left or to the right? Out of bounds or towards the end zone? The anticipation is killing me, lad. Watching the 7-minute Eagles tush push montage was quite riveting if you actually pay attention to the mechanics. And 5. Oh wait, there is no 5 because that's it. How exactly would they professionally draft a reason as to banning of this move anyway? I'm quite curious to see, but as of right now, it ain't looking too good. Goodell's already come out and said that he don't like it either, so yeah, it's safe to say this move is going bye-bye. The NFL be on some weird shit, dog, because all it takes for one complaint to reach the masses, and before you know it, Goodell has one more questionable decision in him. I got one more in me. You know, for a league that prioritizes player safety, they weren't thinking too much about that when changing the overtime rules because of the one game Josh Allen lost. Oh, boo-hoo. Guys, defense is part of football. What are y'all talking about? Or how about implementing them revoking the ability to review a pass interference? How would they even penalize a team for attempting a tush push? What separates a tush push from a QB sneak? All of these topics are what Goodell and his crew are gonna have to discuss. Until then, let's see if the Eagles can milk one more year with this goofy ass play. I ain't no Eagles fan, and I don't care about Eagles fans, but hey, if it works, then it works. All the credit to y'all. Make the most of it. If y'all don't win the Super Bowl, womp womp.